Hey there, all my paper loving friends. I have another unboxing to share with you today, and this one is going to be a lot of fun. It is from Baum Kuchen in California, and if you've ever ordered from them before, you'll know that the unboxing process itself is always just as fun as the products inside. They take extra special care to wrap up each product in just the sweetest little way so it feels like you're opening a very thoughtful gift. So I'm tearing into this sturdy cardboard box after removing some of the washi and stickers to use later in my journal. And they always stamp the outer packaging with their logo. It's like an internal struggle every time I receive a BK order. There's their little receipt, because half of me wants to savor the beautiful packaging and the other half of me is ready to dive in and open the products. So they wrapped my 3 products in 2 separate packages. Here's the first little bag, and you can see what I mean about how sweet they package everything up. Most of the packaging can be reused into your journaling if you do memory keeping or junk journaling, so that's always a lot of fun. And these 2 smaller products are a new masking tape from Traveler's Company. I include some close-ups at the end of this video of the masking tape, as well as these little Classiky reinforcement dots. They are super cute and also easy to use because the backing has adhesive, like a sticker form, and it's already split down the middle, so it's very easy to use those little reinforcement dots. I've actually already used about half of them in another project that I'm working on, so I may need to grab another pack of those in my next order if they're still available. Now this is the star of the show. It is the first fountain pen that I've ever purchased in the Y Studio brand, and it is amazing. It has already become my current favorite fountain pen, and you will see why shortly. It comes in this very sophisticated, beautiful box. It has gold foiling on the front label. Packaged very well, as you can see. And then once I get into the box, you'll see that the pen itself is stored in a very nice wooden storage box. There it goes. Beautiful. And this is the brassing fountain pen. It comes with an illustrated insert that is very useful, helpful. It's stitched down the binding, and that little black piece of paper was a fine piece of sandpaper where you can actually sand down the surface of the pen to reveal more of the brass and give it a truly custom look if that's something you're interested in. Here I'm showing the little round wooden case that you have the option of tethering to the pen, so you can protect it in its own little storage case at all times if you like. When I set it up later in the video, I actually did not use the wooden case, but the instruction booklet tells you how to secure it to the pen if that's something that you'd like to do. There's a close-up of the nib. The weight of the pen is amazing. It just feels so well made. It's not too heavy, but it's definitely got a little weight to it and just feels very substantial and nice in the hand. So here I'm just admiring it, disassembled it, reassembled it, and now let's ink it up. I'm going in with Noodlers Black. It is a bulletproof ink, which means it is waterproof and archival. Just giving it a gentle shake to release any sediment that may have settled to the bottom of the bottle, so you get a nice rich color in your pen. And it has just a pull and press closure. So I think earlier I may have been twisting the top because I wasn't sure how it closes, but it does not have a twist closure. So here I'm just checking out the converter that is included with the pen, works properly, making sure that it's seated all the way down into the feed, and then dropping the feed below the level of my ink bottle. And you just twist the plunge of the converter all the way down into the ink, pull it back up, which creates like a vacuum action to draw the ink up into the pen. And the instruction booklet will tell you that this process needs to be done anywhere from a few times to several times to get a full ink capacity. You can see there was still quite a bit of air at the top of the converter at that point, so I put it back down into the ink and repeated the process again. And at that point you can see that the ink is almost completely filled in the converter, so I decided that was good enough for first inking. Just take a soft tissue and gently wipe around the feed to clean off any of the ink on the outside. There we go, easy peasy. Now you'll see here that I reassemble the pen next and then cap off the ink. So a little tip, especially for beginners, I normally do the opposite process when I'm inking my pens. Immediately after inking, I normally cap the ink first and then reassemble the pen. And so I would highly suggest doing that when you're inking your own pens. And that's only to reduce the risk of bumping the bottle when you're reassembling the pen and possibly tipping the ink over. Thankfully, that has never happened to me, but you know, it's a risk, so always better to cap the bottle first. Now here are some writing samples. I believe I've included a couple different writing samples, and then at the end there are also some close-ups of each product that I received. If you have any questions about this pen or any of these products, please leave it in the comments below. I'm going to leave you to enjoy the rest of this video, and thank you so much for watching.